Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic, and today we're looking at the game Battleborn for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. The game isn't getting the traction it deserves, so here are 5 reasons why you shouldn't ignore Gearbox Software's newest outing, Battleborn. Number 1. It's a MOBA for beginners. A MOBA is a multiplayer online battle arena, and it's the genre that games like League of Legends, Smite, and Dota fall into. Those games have a high learning curve and can be really daunting for new players. Battleborn is relatively simple. This was my first MOBA-like experience and I found it refreshing, coming from a normal shooter perspective. It's in a first-person view, so folks that are used to shooters will easily be able to hop right in. Where the MOBA element comes in is the different game modes. There are 3 multiplayer competitive modes so far, and all of them require some strategic thinking. You're escorting robots, you're destroying giant sentries, or you're battling over control points. You learn the basics of playing a MOBA without even really thinking about it too much. Before you know it, you'll be strategizing at a whole nother level. Number 2 ties into this. This game rewards strategy and teamwork. The levels are open enough that there are plenty of ways to approach each multiplayer map. There are even places that only certain characters can use shortcuts to navigate the map. There's also some strategy in how you compose your team. Each of Battleborn's 25+ characters is suited for a different role, so you don't want to roll in with a team of support characters and no damage dealers. Likewise, you don't want to bring all brawlers without someone to heal you. This brings up point number 3, the diverse cast of characters. These characters are diverse in a lot of different ways. They look very different. First off, you've got a guy in a floating combat chair, you've got a waterbender, you've got small characters and big characters and funny characters and serious characters. They all have personality though, and you'll quickly find some that fit your playstyle perfectly. Some are straight up shooters, perfect for those of you that are coming from Call of Duty or other shooters, while other characters take a little more research to play well. Some even fly. There is truly a badass for everyone. Getting the characters can take time though, as you need to unlock them via challenges. And once you do get them, you'll earn additional skins and taunts to equip them with, meaning you even have choice in what they look like. Number 4. Even once you pick a character, this game has tons of versatility in how you play them. Every game you start at level 1 and you can progress up to level 10. Each level you get an option to upgrade something in your quote-unquote helix. Maybe you decide that you want your bullets to be ice and slow people down, or fire and leave a constant hurt on your opponent. You can emphasize the skills you use often and ignore the ones you're not so hot with. This means you can build your character to fit your style. In addition to this, you can also equip gear in-game, using orange shards that you pick up throughout the map. You can choose gear that complements your playstyle or compensates for weaknesses. Altogether, this means that your character might look very different in-game from someone else playing the exact same character. And the last thing on my list is the campaign missions. Battleborn comes already with a selection of campaign missions that you can either play with friends or connect with others online to play. These modes pit you and 4 other people up against AI. Some of these missions are pretty standard defend this location missions, but some have cool storylines and bosses and interesting level design. If you played the Borderlands games made by Gearbox Software as well, I think they're quite similar in general structure. Each mission takes about half an hour to 45 minutes to play through, and you don't have to play them in any sort of order. So this means you can hop around and replay specific missions to try to get higher scores. It's through these missions that you earn the most gear, taunts, and skins that you can equip your characters with. Having a fun cooperative mode is something that a lot of games in this general genre seem to lack. The developers also have a strong history of releasing solid downloadable content, so we can look forward to some story missions to come, as well as new characters, modes, and maps that will keep the game fresh. So those are my favorite things about Battleborn, so consider giving it a chance. It's a solid game and I'm having a blast, though it's not getting much mainstream coverage, so that leaves it up to us to do the coverage. If you play Battleborn, sound off in the comments with your own reasons that people should check this out. And thanks for watching.
Where are you running off to?